best way to take advantage of the Asuu strike is to make money. Earn an income while you're at home. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Nid Rahim. This channel is all about self-improvement, girl talk, and a little bit of lifestyle. This channel is dedicated to helping you make the best out of your 20s while I try to figure out mine at the same time. So if you're interested in that, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Today we'll be discussing on how to make money online as a Nigerian University student. My tips are all practical. I'm not promising you a get rich soon scheme, but you need to be consistent, dedicated. You might not start earning immediately, but it's going to get the ball rolling to start earning money online. Before I get to my tips, the first thing I'll encourage you to do is to get on self-improvement or personal development. The tips I'm going to give you are going to work 10 times better and faster if you're taking active measures to better yourself. So try and incorporate good habits, try and stop whatever bad habits you have. Because being successful is one thing, but maintaining that success is another thing. And if you are not developing yourself, it's easy for you to lose whatever success you have. So the first tip I have is to learn a skill. I know you've heard that a million times, but there are two types of skills. There's the hard skill and the soft skill. And here in Nigeria, I'm only focused on hard skills. Hard skills are things like tailoring, graphic design, makeup, stuff like that. We talk more about the hard skills, but I'll be talking about both. So soft skills are also known as your person skills. These are attributes that determine how you relate with other people. Soft skills include things like leadership skills, your communication skills, your problem solving skills, your negotiation skills, stuff like that. So this is important for everybody, but it's highly important for people that are also in the corporate world because these are skills that you could include to your CV, and this will give you an edge over other applicants. Pick a specific skill you want to develop. Like I'm trying to develop my communication skills and YouTube is helping me to do that. So pick a skill that you would like to improve on or that you would like to learn. A good way to know skills you already have is to ask your colleagues or ask your friends on what skills they think you have. That way you'll be able to identify skills. So sometimes you might feel like you are not good at something, but people around you will know that yes, you will have the skill. You might not be able to identify skills you are good at. So you can ask around to know the skills you are good at. Then you can be intentional about making that one of your strong points by improving on that. Then you might have a specific skill you would like to learn, even if you are not good at it. So you can start taking active measures to learn. There are not a lot of classes that you find that teach it like hard skills where you learn hard skills. But online, if you check on YouTube, there are a lot of videos that will help you to develop your soft skills depending on what soft skill you're interested in. So just search online and you'll see a lot of there are some books also that can help you. So you can search for books and you can practice. Practice is what is going to help you develop and master whatever skills you would like to. Even if you don't want to work in corporate field, these skills are important because if you have your own business or you are doing your own thing, which I believe you will want to do, you are going to employ people. And the people you are going to employ, your team will need to have these basic skills. So if you don't have the skills and if you don't understand the skills, there's no way you'll be able to incorporate it into your work culture. So this is why it's also important for you to learn, even if you feel like, yeah, I don't want to work for anybody. These are important for your own personal development. So that's soft skill. So next skill is hard skill, and this is the one we are more familiar with. And these ones are more practical. You can learn this in a classroom. Determine what skill you would like to learn and try to learn it. Some people already have skills, so you can use this time to develop the skills. And the thing with learning a skill is you don't need to be an expert to make money from it. If you use this period to learn a skill, you probably won't be an expert. Probably 2 months, you used 1 month or 2 months. After that, you can actually monetize it because you have more knowledge and you've covered the basics. Depending on the skill, you've covered the basics. So you can teach beginners, people that have no knowledge at all. You can organize courses for people that have no knowledge. It can be your friends or family, people that have interest in that skill but have no basic knowledge, and you've just spent 2 months learning that because you already have the basics. So you're not going to advertise yourself as a person that will teach them to become experts. You are teaching them for them to know the basics. There are a lot of classes online, offline, some even for free to teach you the basics. You can also search online, YouTube. On YouTube, you can learn the basics. Then you need to practice, get the tool. So as you are learning, you're also practicing. Because practicing is also important. It's not just by learning. And that's the advantage of physical class. Start online. Then with time, you can, when you have money, you can develop and pay for a physical class. And there are a lot of skills that you can monetize in school. Students will basically pay for anything that will make their life easy. If it's makeup, a lot of students will not mind to pay for makeup when they have parties or weddings, whatever. If you're into catering, a lot of students will pay for you to make bowls of soups for them because they don't have time to cook or they don't know how to cook. Graphic design. There are a lot of student owned businesses that will, you don't even have, that's the thing, you don't have to charge a lot. You can charge very minimum, like 1,000, 2,000, but that will at least get you to make some extra income. The next tip I have is to document your life or your journey. So this can be done through Instagram, Twitter, a blog, or even YouTube. Just share your journey, whatever you are interested, whatever you love doing. Try and document that process online, especially if you do this well, it can be monetized. What will happen is in the long run, you are going to build a group of people who know, like, and trust you. And this is a good mind on its own. I'm basically starting from zero. But if you already have a following on any social network, it's easy for you to just convert that. That makes it a little bit easier because you already have an audience. So if you have an audience, be more intentional about your use of social media. Talk about learning a skill earlier. So if you are learning a skill, you can document that process. Document the process of learning. You can document the process of monetizing that skill. This is an example of something like that.
A ton of people on TikTok say you can make over $80 an hour washing windows. So let's see how much money we make. First, I spent $60 on this window washing kit. Then I spent $20 on these flyers and I put them on a bunch of people's doors. A couple people that saw the flyers emailed me wanting some windows washed. I charged them $5 for small windows and $10 for big windows. On average, it took me about 3 minutes to clean each window, so that's about $100 an hour I was getting paid. So you can definitely make anywhere from $50 to $100 an hour washing windows, and that includes the time it takes to find jobs. Comment which side hustle I should try next and subscribe for more.
So that's an example of how you can document your journey. And when you do this well and you develop that audience, it's easy for you to monetize and start making money from brands that are related to what it is that you're sharing and will know that your audience will like to see this. But you should also be careful. Don't overshare and don't be under pressure. Don't compare yourself. Don't compare someone's chapter 20 to your chapter 1. So just be sane using social media. Don't let it get to you because social media can be really draining. If you don't like the idea of being online, you can do this offline for your self development. Have a diary, a journal, or record videos for yourself. Try to document your experiences. This will help you to identify mistakes you made. You'll be able to reflect on them and it will help you to guide you next time not to make that same mistake. So even if you don't want to do this online, try to do this offline for your own self improvement. I really need to work on this too because I'm bad at taking pictures. I'm bad at posting on Instagram. But I'm trying to be better. So follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my handle here. Document school life. A lot of students relate to school life. Document your school life. YouTube is good for that because it's video form. You can show a lot on video. Even if it's Instagram, document your school life. A lot of students will relate. And from there, you can build an audience that know, like, and trust you. Next tip I have is to start a business. I know you've heard this a lot, but I'll be talking about how to start this with little or no capital at all. This is business that has to do with either product or service. I'll be talking about drop shipping and drop servicing. So when it comes to products, it's drop shipping. Drop shipping involves you advertising a product that you do not have. That sounds bad. So drop shipping is basically starting a business with no inventory. You find a wholesaler or distributor and you advertise that product that the wholesaler has. So when you get an order, when someone orders from you, I'm sure you've heard of dropshipping before, but when someone orders from you, you are going to contact your wholesaler and the person is going to deliver directly to your customer. Or the person can deliver to you, then you deliver to the customer, but that's extra cost. A lot of people are into dropshipping. Dropshipping is everywhere, but a lot of people don't make sales from dropshipping or it's not even profitable. And the best way for it to be profitable is to have an agreement. From my years of research, I think the best way to do it is to have an agreement with your wholesaler or distributor. Explain to them, let them know what you are doing so they can give you discounted prices. For example, if you say a bag 5,000 and you take the picture and you start advertising for 7,000 so that when you have another, you buy from the wholesaler at 5,000 and you keep the 2,000 naira. Problem with that is this is Nigeria. There's no way I want to buy something and I'll not go and check other places. So if I want to buy something and I see someone selling it for 5,000 and you are selling it for 7,000, why will I buy from you? So when you have a discussion with your wholesaler, they are going to be able to give you at a discounted price. The wholesaler agrees to give you at 4,500. That bag gives you that bag at 4,500 or 4,000. That way you can sell it 5,500. The difference isn't so much. Instead of just taking a picture, not having a discussion at all, integrity is important. So make sure what you're advertising is what you're delivering. So be sure of the wholesaler. You can take some samples from the wholesaler, order from the wholesaler, so you'll be sure of the quality. So when it comes to drop servicing, this involves selling a service to someone. Then you employ someone who is going to do that service. For example, graphic design. Advertise to someone. The person tells you to design a flyer for them. Then you employ someone who does it. You employ a graphic designer to do it for you at a lower cost than what that person is paying you, so you can keep the profit. Now, like I mentioned with drop shipping, integrity is also very important here. For drop servicing, it's easy for you to be transparent. Be transparent with your customers. You just tell them you are not the one doing it, but you have a team of people, of professionals who are going to do the job. And you are sure of the quality. Your own is to supervise to ensure that they get value for their money and they get good quality. So it's easy for you to be open. Don't go and give the job to quacks or people who are not qualified to do the job and they deliver a poor quality job to your customer. Except you know that you don't really want to have a constant source of income. It's just one time thing. When one person buys from you, they will never buy from you again. And they'll tell people don't buy from this person. If that's what you want, then fine. But if you want a long-term thing, you need to be very honest and you need to be very careful in the process of whatever you're doing. The next tip I have is to become a virtual assistant. That skill you learn, this is also a way to monetize it. You might not monetize it by offering a course, but you can monetize it by becoming a virtual assistant. For example, if you're a graphic designer, you can become a graphic designer for a business. Just be in charge of posting contents, maybe producing the content, managing their account, stuff like that. So if you're really good with social media, this is another way that you can make money. A lot of brands just need people to even respond to their DMs or emails. So that might just be your job. It just depends on the agreement that you have. You can reach out to brands, you can reach out to businesses that you see that you feel like they need virtual assistant, you can reach out to them. There are also agencies that employ people to work as virtual assistants. So you can apply. When any brand comes to them, they'll assign you to the brand. You can walk up to stores that have no online presence and you can offer them a service that you're going to provide an online presence for them for a fee. But they need to know how good you are. So it's not going to be so easy for you to just walk up to them and they'll just agree to pay you just like that. They need to see your value. So you can offer to do it on a commission base or you do it free for a period. If it's commission based, tell them, okay, whatever sale you make from online due to my work, I'm going to get so percent for that. Or you work for a period, you tell them you do this for free for 1 month so that they can see your value. You can see the amount of exposure they get from the online presence you are giving them, then they are more willing to pay you to become an in-house virtual assistant, to become their online manager. So they need to basically see your value to know yes, you're capable for the job before they pay you. So don't be so after the money. Ensure they see your value first. Offer some services for free. Let them know. Don't say no until you pay me before I do this. If they don't know you can do it, why would they pay? As a full-time student, you can be a virtual assistant. You just need to take one day of the week, maybe Sunday, and plan out your content for the brand for the week. There are apps that will help you schedule content to a lot of social media platforms, YouTube, even Instagram, Twitter. There are apps that will help you schedule. So you just pick a day, you work on all those content and you schedule them. You don't even need to be there always if your job is not to reply DMs. You don't need to be there, just schedule it and they have to post it. So as a full-time student, this is something you can do to make a lot of money. Do you have any other way you think you can make money online as a Nigerian student? Please let me know in the comment section below. The tips I gave is to learn a skill, document your journey, drop shipping or drop servicing, and to become a virtual assistant. To succeed at all this, you need to be disciplined, you need to be committed, you need to stop procrastinating. If you want to learn how to stop procrastinating, check out this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.